secretly. Give him money offering. Give him sheep. Or do things secretly for him.
Abamra humpa
now you may transgress a law, or you may be found culpable in a certain area, but because you know how to give, you know how to show kindness, the law may shut its eyes.
Cash Sika Adia friend Oma we are Nyansania. But more than say a titru for our woman. Connection.
If you are a wise man, establish connection with all the great people in your city or your country.
Every month, every month, headquarters, every month, I don't want to go there. National security, my home, we are Nyansania, Opa, South places, Yamabubodin.
Peace,
Miniano, Oberquansom, a bedding. They met me a can.
So if you want, satisfy the people in power, and if you are able to satisfy them, you may go to prison for committing an offense, but going to prison may be far from you.
Okay, and so that was the voice of Prophet Isaac Owusu Bempah, Glorious Word Power Ministries International. Mwamuti diokai na ejana asemetunui. Mimobia kwaba eba entertainment review Tuesday edition on Peace 104.3 FM in the Halifax and Sado. Mitnima Mame Bra Penyin Kwesi Abwaje. Quite an interesting voice. And yen semre once mpenyu fight na CD ma yen sha ase na so nyum we die yen boy nya you.
If you remember,
another classic one from Samuel Owusu. Mempe me ho asem. Hence, so for penning, Reverend Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah, the church has been talking. Now, sorry, no. The echo being Omar release a press statement, almost Omoakasa. Of course, Ghana Police Service first release a press statement Sunday late night around 11 p.m. And Omo church say Omoachi Eja Owusu Bempah and Omo explain the entire Omochi no. And Monday and one in the court. And then another press statement came from the same Ghana Police Service today say Enra time on money also been back court no. Now sorry manu bimo omum penise media for the cover court proceedings nini arrival ni bribia. And then this afternoon the church has also issued a statement. It's my main kind the Reverend Owusu Bempah na sorry no. Glorious Word Power Ministry International. Then no mukai. It's in English. Let me finish this and see if I can do some interpretation into three. Let's do this. So see, the church, Glorious Word Power Ministries International, wishes to inform the general public that our General Overseer, Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah, has been remanded in police custody to appear before court on 20th September 2021. The church confirms that there was an altercation outside the church premises on Sunday 12 September 2021 that got one of our junior pastors manhandled and arrested by some unidentified men. Okay? The manner of arrest generated into a scuffle that attracted people in the neighborhood and the church onto the scene. The gunshots by the then unidentified men and the call for help from the neighborhood caught the attention of Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah, who halted his ministration at church and moved out to the scene to get details of what was happening. Upon being informed that one of his junior pastors had been arrested, he followed up to the Dansoman police station and was later informed that he, the junior pastor, had been taken to the Greater Accra Regional Police Command, where Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah proceeded to. Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah, upon reaching the Greater Accra Regional Police Command, was detained around 1:30 p.m. for further interrogation. We, the church, confirm that our junior pastor sustained some injuries and has since received medical treatment and is still in police custody with 3 others. Our attention has again been drawn to a sermon making rounds on social media purporting that Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah was encouraging the giving of monetary inducements for favors in return. We would like to state categorically that the statements were assertions alluding to some generalized misconceptions people have. He further admonished the congregation to seek the face of God in their quest to be connected to their helpers and not necessarily through monetary inducements. We entreat the general public to kindly disregard the false interpretation attached to the video. We would like to confirm that Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah and the 4 others in the custody of the police are doing very well and assisting in investigations. We acknowledge the show of concern and counsel from the clergy, Christian fraternity, and the general public. We therefore urge all and sundry to remain calm, trust the Lord, and let the Lord take its course. Thank you, and God bless you. Signed, no name, no designation, it always says signed, Glorious Word Power Ministries International. And this press statement was released today.
If you want the chief of your hometown
secretly
give you lands, secretly give him money often, give him sheep,
Tanya niema e wo suma se ma no.
or do things secretly for him.
Me pa chao. Wo betimi anya aban asem. Ena mo nsa chi emre nti, eni senia onni mo nsa huhuro nti. Minia abamra humpa. Abamra be yin ani ato nchen. Aso ohuni,
Now you may transgress a law, or you may be found culpable in a certain area, but because you know how to give, you know how to show kindness, the law may shut its eyes.
Ade a friend cash. Sika. Ade a friend oma. We a nyansania. But more than say, a titru for our woman. Uno be a connection.
If you are a wise man, establish connection with all the great people in your city or your country.
Every month, every month, headquarters, every month, I don't want to go there. National security, my home, we on Yansania, Opa, South places, Yamabubodin. Miniano, over Quansum, a bedding. You met me a can.
So if you want, satisfy the people in power. And if you are able to satisfy them, you may go to prison for committing an offense, but going to prison may be far from you.
Okay, so statements every Glorious Word Power Ministries me kind, you know. They refer to this particular audio. Any audio for it wasn't in response to the echo be, but mattress or pattress say a bimu the interpretation be my audio no say I see any say yes oh my bribes are you can have your way even when you go against the law. Na eja okay no one tre if ye kesie potin out no but see you making sure so mom wo fie kesie mo no onbe main and then headquarters also onbe main your name say fire service headquarters so movie Africa headquarters so main but police headquarters so one track headquarters chrono. Well, my kind Glorious Word Power Ministries for statements now for the account police for the police of ones are released BNA. This is what they are saying. Police apologizes to the media. Press release. It has come to the attention of the police administration that yesterday, Monday, September 13, some journalists were prevented from entering the courtroom during the arraignment of the head pastor of the Glorious Word Power Ministries International, Reverend Isaac Owusu Bempah, and 3 others. It has also been reported that some journalists were attacked and prevented from working at the court premises by some persons believed to be church members and supporters of the above accused persons. A team is currently studying the footage of the alleged assault of some of the journalists to identify the alleged perpetrators for immediate prosecution. We apologize unreservedly for the inconvenience and wish to give the assurance to journalists that journalists will be fully protected and allowed to do their work at all times, including the subsequent coverage of this case. We will continue to do everything possible to deepen the cordial police-media relationship. Signed, Kwesi Ofori, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Acting Director General, Public Affairs. Okay, that is it. At this point, my mom is paying for no akwaba. Na yen bien komo bonumwe ne krakra ne se police for kwakochi also Bempah omo ama statement actually the nti omo chi no omo ne na court yon koda remand sorry 1 week first day no sometime in the evening na or say on tiapo oyare na obi oyare di ankan yese under cells into omo no call hospital. But within 2 hours, our doctor forced your marshal near you na otiapo until uncle back to police and uncle dim. Until no dim, and then so obey dim. A chance obey dim. Obey dim sa till 20th September. That is it. Unless ABR be potting, BBC will go back to court and get a bail for him. I mean, I don't know. But as the facts are now, with you, in fact, it's a kind statement. Free now, sorry, no cry. Almost say, well, until 20th September. Now, I'm best free. Friend was saying, Assembly. As sorry, no statements also responded to Sir audio na me boy. Say, oh, it be mood interpretation be to so. Na and yes, sir, na ijapese ontre. And penny for it now said, there is Tilly Ekia Nipa from One Play Africa. Tilly, more kwaba.
Yeah, new patch to sing.
Yamedi ache, woko die.
Patch me who in a way. Give and take.
Tilly, every day you look fly.
Thank you so much.
Deliberate. I mean, you always look.
Yeah.
I mean,
anytime you pull up, you've got to be scary. Yeah. Thank you.
Tilly, yeah. And then my own senior brother himself, Kwesi Ernest from Media Excel. I mean, one of the best artist managers in this country.
Yes, sir.
Nansanya Debia Ninam Koubi Ponoso was Bliss on the Hills and then what's the name of that hotel?
Rock City.
Running Rock City. Kwesi Akwaba.
Yeah.
And then competition, Anna. That's a Versace, right?
Yes, please, sir.
Money has a sense.
That's it.
Bokodie.
A man can never be careful. A man can never be careful until you buy a new white shirt.
Now you can prove it for your dressing.
Kwesi Ernest.
Yes, boss.
Samuel also your mama bonus. I was in your man. And then and it's two ladies versus one man for now. Her name is Yaya Boa, media personality from Bright TV. So me koka say popular media personality. See, I shut up for say, "Oh, you popular, be an no." Na men for popular can don't say media personality. Yaya Boa, ma kwaba.
Ye nia me da say. So mama kwaba. My year ache, but nyame aduma ba.
Mpacho men yerabium. Why?
See.
Men yerabium. Mama started
money.
What's on your day?
Yeah, you compare job money kaka.
E go peka kra be fie.
Compare kra na make sure say ye men.
Ye tumi aka nkrofo asem na say woni ska won kan.
It's na me pe kokodale ntem nwum no.
That's it.
I say ye ko chinchin ne e ko pie ne ko chinchin de sika be fie.
Kasi sana dalin to nyum.
Ye be pie ni akwa bonti.
Oh men correct no.
Pacho papa baby.
Oh minim to.
Me can say won ba first one wo two ye na ya yi kakra.
Me yi be free. Oh say we dem ma capella.
Freestyle.
You go back kakra be fi. Na ya men.
Na baby so men.
Na ntimi
say what chem men no nye baby fa konkwa na men. Wa ma divisions. So when you see some people with some pot bellies, you shouldn't be surprised.
Oma me.
Silly. Remember enko na me discipline me pon for.
Okay.
Nyame boy.
Okay. Michelle Bibia Otibia. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sa story we akasa me development no. Me say down follow the details no, but my main issue na and the what table so no the press and what is happening around and then the voice now boy and then the church coming out so also saying say I think say Sebi for the first time or in a long time no me who say the police they are willing to at least make truth come out.
Oh, so that's saying.
I mean, per what I have seen so far.
Okay, me too.
Yes, and I make her say the church, no, they can't mislead anybody with the press because they are somehow okay. We can their situations are or in some how we can say looking at the context or the situation in which okay asem na say you peja asem no e kwhye baby a enye ye in some bi so how we can ye peja to e hye baby a enye ye tape na boy no I don't know preaching kwa na o preach a obeka asasem no but so peja or it can stand as a whole. What you say? I mean, can you be tape now, oh boy, you know? Me name at the Kodia now or preaching about whether giving. Me just said that I know preaching about giving. And no kind. But so pick a dear no tape ni pedi or kind and maybe I will try any penno. Now it's here. It fits in the conversation we are having today. Statement do how obi make here opeja every baby asema no kana o fit in another conversation and fa. Do you get it? But what he said, it's me standing alone. Oh, they forget to say asem we are bapo na ye discuss it tape ni pair.
Okay.
Why would you say I was say IGP? I hadn't have
Nyabotre on board IGP.
Your friend said national security. Me what I would see pay ana. I didn't know that the pay has been relegated to the pastors to pay them. Me name Sada.
It's on cancer.
So me saying. See me know how is the main here? Now how is the national security supposed to be maintained by a pastor?
Me nyane PR there will be some media meaning be make share. No so but anyway we can was.
There are ensemble or her sometimes kasa. Ebia we ye but enye bibia na ejina can because at a point e be problem amount ebia ni o. Enye mistake or it's not wrong say ebia what and for be national security now ebia woman a gift enye problem but to stand in front of a church say some places be or and coffee or how omo me ya unya problem dano. What are you trying to say? Like what they pan our patch? The problem I or Ghana ne say we are always trying to get in the lane of justice. Asamoba, we don't let justice. We are always trying to interfere with the works. I'm hoping say asemo ya abano. National security for my main through the man, they should sit aside. Now say they have to be investigation or more investigating. Let the rule of law work for once. Because I don't understand why a pastor will say in the congregation. So what are we exactly? They know push corruption and I say bribery.
Okay, statements no see.
Or gratitude or pushy.
Well, I wasn't there when he said, but that's what the church is saying. Church, statement almost see our attention has again been drawn to a sermon making rounds on social media purporting that Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempah was encouraging the giving of monetary inducement for favors in return. And they explained this explanation. We would like to state categorically that these statements were assertions alluding to some generalized misconceptions people have, and that he further admonished the congregation to seek the face of God in their quest to be connected to their helpers and not necessarily through monetary inducement. We encourage the general public to kindly disregard the false interpretation. And some batteries say, not or generalize your
helpers. So how is the national security helping Owusu Bempah and the church? Because me fan say omo mo boa me no and I will say omo me ya metiase. But how is the national security me amiti he say because me national security me ya how are they helping? Because now it is give and take affair, right? Omo boa na so mo moment. How were they helping him? And him for no how were they helping him tia mo me no. And by the way, what they said purport, it's not purporting. When we say something is purporting to be, it is not, and it's almost as if it is. You're kind of air count. Nobody is saying anything. Purport there is wrong to use it.
Ayo,
my question now is, how is the national security and those institutions how are they helping Owusu Bempah and the church? And to omo me. Miss me question.
Na question na come why?
Oh, to the church.
Well, Libya, because her name is Tilly Ekwianepa, One Play Africa, and she says it's as it is. And then there is this gentleman that's become very popular for I Love Adenta. Me name what exactly it means, but before social media, I love Adenta, I love Adenta, I love Adenta, I love Adenta. Obinate Moakwaba.
Midame Josu.
Bokodie.
adom ahwe I guess cannot you bet me
Aden, wo de wo men.
Me ebi mu me
Anyway.
Me but makasa de ma menchi adentafo nyina.
Adentafo Joso.
Me chi adentafo. Obi a kona bia wa adenta bia me chi awo.
Omo Joso.
From Ashie ABC Race Junction me chi obi a.
Omo nyina Joso. Ene dokono ra no.
Usu nim no.
Anyway, Kwesi Ernest.
Yes, boss.
I mean, back and forth, also Bempa still in police custody, sent to the hospital yesterday, treated and discharged, sent back to police custody. Police issues a statement to explain, said they are sorry for the attack on journalist Enra. Now, I'm being sure, say, going forward or no.
Yeah.
Media for Benya Quenya, no more fan cover case, no. Assurance why explain statements, no, says some unidentified men came to their church yesterday, beat up one of their pastors and arrested him and sent him to Dansuman police station. There were gunshots in their maniama in a Japanese. I mean, I don't know where you would take it from.
Yeah, Halifax.
Yeah.
Awie yɛde nkyia kɛseɛ de ma obi bia otie na awie. Na yɛde nkyia kɛseɛ so ma yi na papa father a wɔso ha otie. Na Halifax.
Yeah.
Ye wo mpanimfo bi wo ɔman mu ha. Ya na ye mu bi se eba se etumi ka mo ha asam a. Ya na edin kakra. The ntia me kan sa ne se they are people we have looked up to. When we nimpa bi a efi ye mofa brim isusa bepem obra ye bo nkran hai. Omai bibi to say ye role models. Yesu ye hwe omo so esua ede boy bra ye call mo nchen ekwaje afutuo ye call mo nchen ekwaje nchekere se oha bi to ye call ye papa so bo wusu bempa ho enne kokasa na watu ye fo mu enes munye ne sei nti se wo hwa na se situation bi ba na beto abonten sa na ya na ho nsem ka ya na edin kakra nanso asam no eba se de se ye ka no ɛsɛ yɛ nyinaa no yɛde to ba bia da na sabi o dia otie betumi ɛso anya futu bi ɛde afirim na Halifax boa me kakra na asama me pese me kɔ Bible kakra na wie na me de Bible na nkasa a ɔde aman as a Christopher sɛ yɛmfantenten yɛ bra no Bible na nkasa asama ɔkafa the office of a bishop ɛne kwan a sɛ wankasa will live na enkofa asam no ye na bibi sa emfa mbrɛw
okay
dia me kan amasam ya me kan me free eye First Timothy eye 3 verses 2 to 12 na me ntumi kan ni na me kan ba bi kakra na etiefo etie no so ebetumi ayeyi na say na asam no tie or say a bishop then must be blameless na me me sit into her or say a bishop or say a bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife, temperate, sober-minded, of good behavior. And Bible has something watching. Or say sober-minded, of good behavior, hospitable, able to teach, not given to wine, not violent. Bible as some watchery or say not given to wine, not a bishop must not be violent, not greedy for money, but gentle, not quarrelsome, not covetous, one who rules his own house well, having his children in submission with all reverence. So if a man does not know how to rule his own house, how will he take care of the church of God? Not a novice, lest being puffed up with pride, he fall into the same condemnation as the devil. Moreover, he must have a good testimony among those who are outside, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. But the master me is see her. Brofo na me kan ne tintin na ne se enya is a say obi be sorry no Nyankopon ma na dom so o ma meye sofopon say ye bishop, say ye prophet, say ye den and nti so Nyankopon ye wadom no de saa ngosra no gu so a Bible na nkasa ye de ye adwuma no amayen nhweso dua a obi a Nyankopon ma no saa tumi no obehwe so no de abone bra Bible say masa nipa no wonyo obi a sebesebio oye to trafo obi a oye to trafo me you say there be metro me say do Bible say masa nipa no obi a oye bishop of pon no emfa saade no emfa toto ho masa nipa no nyo obi a sebesebio ne kondo ne ne bre wiase agapade a greedy person say ubepa wiase ensase na se ukrom yini chawa asase a woda asase bedan asase debi yomfan asase ye den bibia what is a land to a man who to a bishop? It's so easy, anybody can acquire land. Obi a yes sabi labor crow what krom ha, he is able to buy plot our kaswa. So I don't see the issue about sabi obi ka say ubaka kwache ukrom hin sika kwa manacha asase. It's of no use to a bishop. You just say you must not be Bible nama and name bebre or say he must be hospitable. A man, a bishop of that status, no Bible say you must be hospitable or say able to teach, not given to wine, not violent. A hakra na me emide Bible says so be per se or ye bishop no that sorry any of mine anwa. Sending pan must not be a violent person.
Has the man in question been violent?
Attributes make can was me nano. Me can be see asem so say. I am ye bebre. The respect na ye reverence ye papa wo bempa with what is happening. It's me. I am ye bebre. And I want to use the Bible nankasa had there to one my ye na de bob brand say. And my ye papa nemu inam no. It is not worth it of a person of his caliber. Yeah, Papa Usubempa doesn't need to go through and this what kosa or ye name police because he is a man who is blessed with a gift of seeing, a man who is blessed so much. Yankopo manu who unkunku or the enfant jini we are saying and we are smiling nankwa. What is he doing in the police station? A different power and Papa Eju police station. Nekasa. Ebufo. No way. Bible says that person must be temperate. You must, as I say, when you're a man, as I say, bibi kwaba, as I say, Papa mum ne jine chire, munyai. Papa kasa so baby ye din because adumuno nyamedi adumuno no esododo. Papa has a house, and we are all part of his house. And you may be one man. He must not even be seen talking about it. What is Papa doing? How? What is anybody say, in the name of what national security say omo meme asema encheremuya interpreter ne kan no meme sin ka bebo interpreter ne kura asema oka no say enye obi ena obi individuals bi ena miss call to asem no interpreter ne nkasa o interpret papa no brofo be no oka. The interpreter now or interpret Papa Bofuna Okano, Alphas, but I interpreter and Bofuna Mammy. And Eugene, I want you to play what the interpreter is saying. Yeah, we are repeating, then we would. The interpreter say, if anybody is able to give money to this person, sir, you prison crown, you cannot even go there. That is the English language the interpreter is talking about. So how can anybody even add anything to it? English language. The person who was in doing the interpretation, I'm on one because Alifas. I want you to play it for me.
Play it.
No, I'll before I continue, play that thing for me.
Yes, Eugene will play it.
Play that thing for me. I want that thing played down.
This is a promise.
No, it's not about promise. I want that thing. I want that thing played now. Now. Before anybody will tell us that we are trying to quote, I want that thing played now. Okay. Because that is the statement.
Mr. Eugene, Ekwesi.
No, we've read a press conference.
Na inti wunti.
Meteo.
Mebo tape no si ama. But me besa wo question back on. So that wunhwehwe na wa won kan ti mebo tape na hwie no. Na wanya me answer no. Say who kan wo Bible la na wa call Proverbs. Because obi so beka say de omo kan yi eno so wo Bible mo sa. Proverbs 18:16. Impato. She said Proverbs 18:16. You better tape na wie no. Now I answer to no nyina then I move on because me person me check bebre wo topic way so but necessarily Proverbs 18:16. 18:16.
Can what they also doing?
So person ukuro mu hene.
If you want the chief of your hometown
secretly
give you lands, secretly give him money often, give him sheep, or do things secretly for him. Now you may transgress a law, or you may be found culpable in a certain area, but because you know how to give, you know how to show kindness, the law may shut its eyes.
Adeɛ friend cash sika adeɛ friend ɔma we nyansani a bɔmmɔden sɛ atitirifoɔ a wɔn wɔ woman mu unu obiara benya connection.
If you are a wise man, establish connection with all the great people in your city or your country.
Every month every month headquarters every month I don't want to go there. National security my home we onyansania opa South places ya mabobodin Peace FM miniano obekwansa won ebeden de metimi aka no.
So if you want satisfy the people in power, and if you are able to satisfy them, you may go to prison for committing an offense, but going to prison may be far from you.
Question say about it normal.
Halifax.
Or seeing to say you satisfy them. Say woman will be a min sir. We bet me a prison mom so yes.
Obi a otie ye radio and every. The person me say ni panon chire me say. Sa interpretation a sa akwan deputy pastor no all the man. Obi ye mubi and the kojina o catch and so almost interpretation ana.
Oh,
this is word for word. Asama efini panenu makasa in terms of what the man is trying to talk about.
But the church says that we entreat the general public to kindly disregard the false interpretation attached to the video.
Which one of it is false? Then they should call the man who was doing the interpretation to come and rather even tell us what he meant by that English language. Nipa no your interpretation no be Halifax ye movie the 7 form 4 livers ye bro no nu akire papa.
Okay,
but nipa na o kire mu no o say bro ono ankasa small cow or see you may even fall the bro for culpable. Culpable
because
but prison will be far away from you.
And so say sampoa what kind of Proverbs 18:16 then
Proverbs 16 would I be here. I was listening to the voice.
Okay, but see Mamin kind King James first. And then I come to NIV. I'll be kind ya bro for you. A man's gifts maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. Listen to the NIV. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of great men. Kwesi we focus why I can't why. Na say Bible na can say we gifts. Wachedie say woman penyefo me e be be kwan more before great men. Yes.
Also no me aka say also you are misquoting the Bible.
Hey,
the Bible can say a man's gift. Ake onu chumo no chuo be no chuo le jogba.
Did they say a man's works?
Mokoba na naka no chuo ye heko ni ba ke be no onu chuo onu Halifax chuo ni na. E san ma ni ma femini ma daleshi. Allo ma let me go and gift him for the kind of good things he's doing. As a bishop, Reverend Wilson is entitled to so many gifts around because he's a man who has blessed people. He's anointed to bless the people who are weak. And he doesn't even need to even go and bribe anybody. And so he doesn't need to go and meet somebody before you can get the land secretly. No, because Papa is blessed enough. So as some members, people can just buy because the office now he occupies is so big that Reverend doesn't need to go and give anybody money or give anybody for the person to me before he can get anything.
But wrong say be a nyamia cheobi ubi. There's
nothing wrong with blessing, but giving in the context now the context is, I am giving you this so that when I go into trouble, so in direct sense, it looks like a blackmail money or bribery.
His name is Kwesi Ernest. Still
the man of God is so blessed. He doesn't need all this. Papa is blessed. Papa is so blessed. He doesn't need any of this.
Okay. Yeah, Iboa.
Yes, Halifax. Asem no de tiane say. Let me start my submission by saying quotation na Kwesi Ernest my na just say no metumi agina so aka say Usu Bempa onye good bishop ana. Because looking at the genesis of the whole thing, when it started, we were all on social media, and then we saw what I saw first was when Agrada brought out the video.
Within the then away.
What's my name?
Na brofo ya wudi guy when
make a tree ya na make brofo na expression I on point but they make a tree. Yeah, was social media na who say Agrada be release video. And na obekasa bebre. The next thing we saw was a whole bishop quoted unquote the nation's prophet drive in his V8 with boys in the yard.
The next thing we saw was a whole bishop driving in
V8. Say Osofo to say Owusu Bempa etine V8 mu. The boys edinachi.
Men.
Ako men. Ako Agrada feel. In the first place, why the mouse 2 minutes say to me drive the boys to be fear say wo kwa threaten oni pane say what can say ya fa me hunti no me so me baba be face enu nti na mra wo ho so wo feel say Agrada defame you in any way fa kwa mra nanim the amount for be brain na speculations say social media na amount for be brain na kira mo be say o mo kan say Owusu Bempa feel say our connections in the current government. That is why otuminya sa akukuduro no.
And the speculation.
And I make speculation. To know nya sa temerity and on audacity.
Temerity and audacity.
Echo. Bro. Agrada feel. The next we saw they say apostle for course so mokwakochi. We saw another video. You video for bi Owusu Bempa ka say media say police beche me pa de. Lie. Enu so yehu ye minim sa wo hwe ye de a enti apostle for ko chain na ye de na ko sise no ye de ni call police station yare mande no so yare doctor so omo hwe ni video mu no ye okay enti ene onnem nkosi 20th September. That is what is supposed to be done. Anope me share ye Kwame Nkrumah tikese ene prophet Nigel Gaze no kan asem what say wo feel so Owusu Bempa wronging crophobia omo wo party ni munti no Omun temper justice with mercy. Now Owusu Bempa a man of God.
Party bang.
One more party needing.
Okay, because I'm lost. I don't know.
So I can say Owusu Bempa a man of God. Into man of God idie. Enisi a man who caught Sibia we mo anasi. Nam person busa say one more sebe one me di bone. Ana man fambrane suna ya chi omako police station. Omo no mu ye nyame adre anaso omo ye nyame den. Ye na ye nyame nipa. There is nothing like say obi a man of God in Tino, ye man of sa min can say privilege say 1 year the ode be ye woman ye now we are under the law. Say be prejudice ye president kra wo tie konya so no wodi boni bi na ye against the law ye be chinatum. Enti wo na wo se say wo ye nyame nipa no. Wuntumi nye bibi enwin sebe wo ye nyame nipa amanfo boje wo sunti no wo betumi aye bibi afa ho de ye sakra na timamufo no ye nya gidie bi ewo ye law enforcement institutions nim sa wo awatumi agina congregation anim aka bibi say we are see this winni munyansa twi no kan me na me nka ne brofo me etwi ni enti twi no self explanatory o se winni munyansa na wo sika what's your memu a esikafo ne nkrofo a wo positions wo memu no oni omo mfa adamfo make sure say wo be me busumi bia underlined. Who boy about national security? That is an institution we hold in high esteem as Ghanaians. And this we can be say, yema national security for anyway me and it goes to confirm in Niema yetiti and the issues are yet to say national security akwakoche nkrofobi all in the name of this national security akobuli nkrofobi all in the name of it. That means say if you have money in this country now so who to me masa institutions ne me ya sebe who to me dear to trust them efa anwadi. And that is not the Ghana that we know or we want to live in. Enti no sa sorry ne ka say nkrofo miskoti ana say omo pepper stories no asema papa ne kan ye na self explanatory asem na kasa church ne ho abi enti no see eti o man mu de ne ye pese apostle for so ye da o mase ne ye mo maso te say asem no ye ni di akire pa ye keenly wait my Halifax I can bro yeah we are following the story keenly to see because we've seen a lot of people say oh asem we dey enko see baby ya owusu bempa de ebejane there be new IGP now was ye wogidie wonimu law enforcement ye wogidie wo mumu say obedient to trusema they would deal with the person fairly and drastically. Justice must speak enti ye di ekire
NMS ya boy Bright TV on him say wakaso now this man who always says I love Adenta the ever popular catchphrase one day we're going to this I love Adenta thing Obi
Halifax
what mean
me da say just say ebia eja despite efrebe na me hu say momu bi su na ndem e kire say membe but see die Eugene Afrem Tifimai Halifax medase na ma HIT fu nyina
T4G usubura
megia tum se enkomo na akoso no enkomo a ewu hia pa na enkomo so a enipa eni HD ho me mpese meka se bia eja eye ni yie ana wanye ni yie me jedi se dodo na omuhu video na ebetime bu aten se eja ebi ade na oye ne ebi a oye boroso ana wenya abotre ana wankase yie ana wentimi amma ne nkola no anya de
video in the na wo se
video ni nyina me hu ni nyina
we see omo ahu video no
asa dodo na de hu video no
na me say video no because e do so
baby a odu fi hona embrantie no se mame ni nsi form na mame ne ko share de punechi no ye life ni ade ne be hwede nyina esa be hwe de esi wo court ni ade
okay
me follow
na wo hu de ne boys no ji to no so say this is a license gun na ye be
me follow bibia
okay
mame ngina eja ne na sorry na name na mensre e chopa Emma wana woni die ejechi wana wafa eja se won papa a ebia asema isi ye no aha won na yemfa dia ese ne dia fata no yemfa ensiwo na menkase eja ye no eye but obekase obekọ bible ni ma dubebi na Noah abo na no abo ye no ne ma no ekoto no ba ku pie ko kekae ba ku so kata de so Noah
okay
Noah na me de mesre say yen temper justice
with mercy
mesre oyeja menka se onye nipa menka se onye obi a wofata but me kasa te se ne ba
okay
me kasa te se obi a minsumiye sebi omiye Kristo ni a obi afom because send the ati and obi timi fom kakra bi kura fom.
Okay.
Obi fom a fom. Until I say me I don't want to sound justifying. The American say bia say ja nye ni ye kra na mejire mu se ne ba na masre Ghana fo Christopher woma wo ration mu woma wo buja na wo so eja we de wanye ni ye e be sere obi asa adwebre ho na ye ma emra no enye adwuma.
Okay.
Se edidi atem ne ensem keka e bia opese won so afum ekroma ofuma se na yesi ti e faka wasem ya na ya me papa e be me ya wanye ni ye kra na odaso em papa anye bia no he's still a father, he's still a bishop wafum nti yema the right channels no ene endi.
Okay.
But say e bia kasa no enko yie na ye ka nanim na we di atem na we si onye sofo onye we tie we all obi aye mistakes whether me sre say menkas yen kana sem me say me pam cho bebre ye be sre eni die ma misre mo me pacho
ayo yate
mo fanche ye mo fanche yesra mo me sra Kofi Ade on the
Kofi Ade
Halifax
yes
me buko to
Obi Ade who buko to
misre
Ade na beginning
me pacho Halifax misre say me nim so koyesa ba misre Ghana fo ejide fo nyina say pacho eja asem no bien fancy na mrani ninti yes me pamucho bebre Ghana fo mesere mo Kofi
ente Kofi sana ente Kofi asamwa
na oyeja oye papa
de wunnian abunko to dwe enye wo mobo
me that's
enye wo mobo
me nyakwan a mesere mo so we dey mesere we dey abai masere enti obi a oye body bia abai betimi aboa ne bia amnesty betimi asua mo bia ensuma no
ayo obi ati tinase Obi Nente is actually kneeling down, begging, say, Yanko Yenim, na Yanjai de Kano, and Makot for na police for. What are you also saying on Facebook? Van Brown. What is the latest interest in this Prophet Owusu Bempeh's issue? As someone today, tomorrow it will be your turn. From Van Brown. Halifax, stop the interjection on panel members. From Kwabena Bwedi Ado. Halifax, you are behaving like you don't know the party Owusu Bempeh belongs to. He hasn't told me his party. I ask questions for a living. I ask questions and I get paid. It is obviously in the party now. I ask which party. I can't just conclude. I mean, the last time I checked. Why are you guys happy about what is happening to the prophet? Yours will surely come. From Ernest Komia. Ernest, yes, yours will surely come. Saying, I mean, yeah, but true. I'm not sure we are happy about what is happening to him. I mean, so Kofi Asante Asare Omana says, this nonsense in Ghana must stop. Thank you. Kofi Mbacho, nonsense, no, the Kofi comes again and says, so Prophet Owusu Bempeh did not see his imprisonment coming during his 31st prophecies. And Halifax, it's true. No justice for the poor in Ghana. William Mine, there is justice for the poor. I mean, the courts are fair without fear or favor. Lacoste Boy says, Peace FM all the way. Thank you. Nelson Duval says, the secret is that the prophet doesn't have counselors, or he is. Your other word looks a bit Ikakra. Jenny Dramina says, okay, Owusu Bempeh was not arrested because of his actions on Friday at Agrada's house. Why is Christiana so concerned about the video but is not condemning Owusu Bempeh's actions? How can a man of God fall for such a challenge? From Jenny Dramina. Johnson Deborah says, I think this is a discussion devoid of passion. Daniel Donko, hypocrites. Mr. Ernest, that is Kwesi Ernest. Instead of you to condemn what Owusu Bempeh and his guys did, see what you are saying. Are you sure? Okay. Halifax, okay. Can you let your panelists say the truth? Abina Boatin, which one is the truth? I mean, it depends. And Asare Bedia Ado says, so per the quotation you read, can we conclude that the Holy Bible supports corruption? Anyway, yanko name sana I love Adenta Obinete Akayan. I see we should temper justice with mercy. And that also Bempa is still a Christian leader and is still a father. And say we should just let the law take its course. As much as possible. We should be temperate in our criticisms on him. There is another interesting discussion I want us to listen to this one, then I come back to that straight up.
I'm currently in one of the beautiful houses where you live. It's one of the houses that you built yourself.
This house is rented apartment. I'm just telling you to help me pay my rent.
You don't own this house?
I don't own it. I'm renting it.
So currently I have his spokesperson, Dr. Gideon Boakun, with me. Let me ask him some few questions. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, I don't know. Have you seen TT's video yourself?
Yeah, I think somebody drew my attention to it a couple of days ago. We all know TT. We loved him. And we still love him. In the movie industry, and then the role that he played growing up, we used to watch Taxi Driver and all of that. So I saw the video about his plight, and I must say sorry, it was quite disturbing. That's such is life. Sometimes you go through ups and downs, but God has a way of making provisions for whatever happens to anybody, and that is why maybe today we are talking about what we are talking about.
I actually did the interview, and yesterday in the morning I had a call from the office of the vice president that the vice president wants to support. I don't know how the news got to the vice president. I don't know if you can tell me something.
Okay, so there's something about the vice president that quite a lot of people don't know. He's very active on social media, aside all the busy schedules that he has, because he knows that as manager of the economy and the vice president of the republic, you need to keep yourself abreast with every single information. So from time to time, and I must say every day, he checks up what happens on social media, what he sees on television. There are a couple of interventions he's made and policy decisions he's made, for which he took inspiration or information or knowledge about those ones from social media, the traditional media, and what people tell him. Sometimes those of us who work with him, we see things on social media, and because we know the way he attaches so much importance to plight of people, we just take a screenshot and then send to our platforms, and he sees it, and then he calls whoever sends it, and what is this, and then you explain to him, and it touches him, and then he takes action.
So the same thing worked for this one?
Yeah, I remember a year ago he built a house for an 80-year-old leper, cured leper in the Upper West region. He got information.
Okay, so what is happening there is a conversation between one of the vice president's aides and Obibini TV on assistance and helper vice president Mahamadou Bawumia Diama Yesenichene, veteran actor, one of our best Samajete few. Obibini TV Nkobon Komo I see on Hiamwa Kakrebi and our vice president Abuano. Nyami Adam say yenya Samajete few no ankasankasa wo amanso ma nhwe se invest me bon komo kakra na Mensajete few ba cho timinka yeah, that's a say what ne se wo ne bon komo. Okay. Hello. Okay. Mpacho ye enra na yeti ye say based on your interview with Obibini TV no your vice president Dr. Bawumia wa donate 50,000 cedis bi se omo fambrel mpacho wosaka sekano
mem se is it ano eya na enra enra me ti hona Obibini TV, that is step 1 TV. Yeah. My friend say pese mbambe home bio na ya dika ya interview no dada nti o si oba be home ba wan kan ade opportunity a oba and I'm see you me ko baby am no fie and on mobile on by din ko when o catch him so interview no na ye no akwetire pa and I'm so ampa and crofo bebre aframe me free amanoni na din na ye bisa me say me want to say na nema ko say e bi ombe to me aboa me no omo bodo ebe no so promise bi no mo pledge but and say na one catch one fear say catch my the country our bad at that time but I think common no sa and no catch them say meaning baby I'm say baby and I say your vice president Alhaji Dr. Baumia Oti Adeno and I say David on one catch of fear say share TV so a check and say then asema to mo ultimate hosa and wasumanu na see on one kasakra pese onyanko ba and I'm saying hey then so baby I want any say ni mami atu kwan akọ nana no mu nchen enti ena me say oh we dey kafra we at yes you sorry anopa no bisa na is ni for so omunsa kamiana ena omu ka kire ni say da bisa ni ani mami ase o say David ye hwehwe mi ena Amonsa can do interview me no enti onu asuma interview ano the interview ano no discuss no brem say Dr. Baumia say minji sikawe or tia dinoka 5 years or so enti after every 6 months no matua after every 6 months no matua and on mommy another 20,000 then there for upkeep and then I'm so we there boy me papa say drone me fano drone aduane na eko na bedum bia aduane iskakra de beto aduane ansana we di na wa fe drone ebi ni ho nti we dey wa boa me papa in fact mama hu dwe me kaka and I'm sorry me gira TV ne camera ne me salute na me dana se ba e fe ye me wo and I'm so we dey yanka na mangasa na hu no na ma dana se in person.
Okay.
And I interview and catch them say they are making that arrangement.
Okay.
Since they are there, Nima Mino said into Nania Shikaka, I'm so okay. Until in good time, they will arrange so that I see the vice president in person and then express my gratitude to him.
Okay.
Until Senya Nyama by.
Okay. All right, just if you wait here, Sempa, you better vice president as na so in sum total no rent no ni extra 20,000 no ni the old better a drone no sika ni nyina koya ahe in sum total
50,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay. We interview I share no na rent you were asking for was just about 3,000 cedis. Is that right?
Yes, that is for 6 months.
Okay. Now
3,000 no, that covers 6 months advance.
Okay. Now
on train now but in this particular case no, the buy and say me mansion says baby hamia me rather than monamin bomb and for over 1 week, na me share me down na me bompai. I will say tenancy no I expire. Na me name me share benku me share nim from me share top na bottom ma me baby a me for Jesus 3,000 no afri na me fa and be the so say afira no so other me konso.
Okay. Now, alright, 3,000 cedis for 6 months. So, me calculation, we are correct. That's about 500 cedis per month.
You can't say.
Okay.
3,000 for 6 months. But on month, month.
Okay. What type of facility is it? I mean, facility. I mean, how does
it's a 2-bedroom house, not apartment.
Okay.
It's a walled house. Okay,
a 2-bedroom walled self-compound.
Yes.
Okay, and you are there with your children.
Yeah.
How many are these children?
3.
And their ages range from what to what, sir?
30, 31, 29, and 24.
Oh, Eja, you said the children are 3, but you've mentioned 4 ages. You've mentioned 30, 31, 29, and 24.
David, can say. Pehino. Pehino or 30, 31. Oh.
Okay.
And I dear Tuasono, 29.
Okay.
And I dear last one, 24.
Okay. Clearly, these are adults. Omunyejuma.
So Bekaya about 3.5, 4 years near me, ding ding, and yes, I'm to now media. I did say my frame. So Bekaya. Now it was all over. So I tell no yes, Kitwa, and yes, I'm Kitwa. Now, senior can't say me quada just about the animal. You think quada we are no more quaba, almost quadras, almost senior. They say they have done a lot for their father. That one I might say it for them. Now, baby, and soon that me come also say, and I cannot rob them of their use, which you must say. There will be a way out.
Okay.
And it is the beer and I do come beer me from and I a bonfire.
Okay. And I did the other me interview in one frame. Usually they will call and then fix the time for your convenience. Mobile interview. Wait there, no. The everyone is a no work it now. Me pano back say, before be work it now. Almost the me back I'm say Obi and frame no back okay. Alright, Jesse.
Yeah.
Mati honase nyame na nyame ati wo mpaebo. Yebeda nyame asese onko so nti wo mpaebo sa. But the question I was asking is that what job do? They were 24 no dwuma ben no ye.
So I be sha into me asem no ba say.
Okay.
Enti sai mpaebo no mo na ekuta sesi ade me ka chrovni. Me ba pen no. He said he would drive more driving school. So it's a license. Yeah, there are 2 paying for their name. I mean, some companies, Ebenya, Ejuma, Hokana, Obibemanu, the Adino Car. So, to myself.
Sure, Mr. Wasepa.
So, she is into radio.
Okay.
And it says our core media school by next month or be graduate. Their school it says our tertiary institution be.
Okay. Matthias here. And the first one now, where you in driving school, what's the say one license?
Okutani license.
Okay.
Okuta the big test license and wakofa license to.
Okay.
Na say no na the omuji for driving no, at least you must have a license. Wakofa okuta nzo.
Okay.
Now senior obetra fiesa no nti me high taxi na 2 days in a week. The man will allow him before no fat taxi not be drive among cause some distance senior he will know the road and he won't feel bored at home. What you must say.
Okay, that's yes.
But they say opportunity to be no be manu why no na no be car be manu no drive.
Me sure say we dey to dwe die oboafo bi be yinani. Na eja obe bisa say na omo mama wo here. How come you always staying with them? Where is their mother?
Me who your friend to Ghana man pen.
Oh.
Manu de many years back me wo kwada. Me ni omo na transa na dabia. Oba say anytime na be kasa me can say me ni member.
Okay.
I'm a single father.
Okay. Na what's a trained teacher? Say a corrector.
Yeah.
Okay. Na I mean, after teaching for a while, do you still get your pension from the teaching? Do you get anything from it?
That was something that I did. Now, whilst teaching, I was also me journey from school Kumasi ko Yefum.
Okay.
Sometimes you stay away from the classroom for 2 weeks. Now I just will pay. But see, my conscience started bothering me.
Okay.
Say for 2 weeks, my giant quadano or classroom. Bosumi so no my GP. It harming. Eventually, no me headmaster no friend no catch him say. Teaching is a full-time job. Acting is also a full-time job. So I should choose one. So the best way to leave the teaching field, I went for further course, Lego. Intimidate for Lego, no, that School of Performing Arts, no. There's a manco classroom view. So I didn't work for the number of years that will qualify me for pension. It's all along, no, I mean pension.
Wow. Interesting. And see, already to feel 50,000 cedis from the vice presidency. Is that a solution to the challenges?
I must say, sir, here only the vice P. But say some individuals and some groups. Yeah, catch them cry say the Beta regional minister Ansu Obesuman Crophobia Baminchena, the Amami info, so I should be expecting them. I must say, the individual, some people have responded very favorably. And what is that? I have a piece of land. And the main reason why I came to this particular town was because my land is here. So I made up my mind to come close to the land so that we could start something on it. I know na yare no be bomb din no na eje yare so dia wonim say yare tuwa eyesikasem enti sani ameka no for 3.5-4 years ne sika no na me dey bus nanka ekuta mi kakra na nanka me dey bibi wasa say so no asa you can say asa
okay
what you must say enti say na ba yare so na bo me no I'm not supposed to work. I'm say yare no won to me fan ye adwuma but we bet say yeah na me dey to say me shrink crop especially filmmakers now. So very advert big na it's not demanding and role be over na yet to trace a bet tax me and they bet to me.
Okay.
The Uber Kaya Juma Wena many pieces from 4 years. Now, treaty upon treaty.
Okay.
Now, do maybe not me what me ding, and I'm afraid Louis said, Charlie Moon need to be a and also open job my one is below you, it's far below you. Nasicano, so and I'm besides the sky. And I say 300, and I'm say, oh, when Kuta couple of back woman who to the mammy, yes, said you want a moment 300 no, and I accepted it, but then it was increased to 500 eventually.
Okay.
And I did sir, or treaty upon Chintino. Sounds in Crawford way, ash foam. I'm also advert a year. Almost by now we fuse the old into the new. Now me catch them say say me are into you do baby now kumanu kodo and they will have to break for about 30 minutes or so. Now me answer.
Okay.
And they agreed. And bit by bit we did that effort. Until although I'm sick now, I'm always willing to say if there is some job I could do. Now and have me be better. Me doctors now want me say I shouldn't do anything strenuous.
Okay.
And they're very hard.
Okay.
Woman on it.
Okay. So basically, you can still act saying you're too physically demanding.
Certainly.
Okay.
With their two jobs
okay.
Say you be na chief executive on any Ejuma Fokasa. Ana jabi ana
okay, I mean, I get it. And who say no nebe sustainable solution, because this is not the first time we receive help. And yes, at time our vice president can no besano. Then you come out again and say me draw us as a biome na me rent and say wo biome. That is what I was asking. What do you think be sustainable solution? And we say we die ya we ma ya papa samajete fia. Then he will be self-dependent and financially independent on his own.
Now, I've already told you, sir, my children have been
supportive.
Very, very supportive. And now, so what I could do to help them, at least, enter their use profitably. I said, sir, by next month, Mibano, she's into the media. Senyami Buano of media school, no nya baby or dignity share. Sir, means Eska one in Hubio. After the Bosumwa. Eja, Obeka say, Papa Jikatra, Penino, say, yeah, kind na, nya company BG, no, no, so Bosumi or Jessica. Sir, and also on to me, no common dinner, Papa, and I'm a boy.
And prayer.
Where they are, I'm sure, sir, by the next 6 months, or your father say a year's time, Kakakana me buamuna, a radiadum, omunya bibi, I'll be okay. The whole school, no, so, on the school crown or pepper. But where he is in a tertiary institution, Jami Buano, no, so Kakaka, we pay, not just say, me how no.
It's so extra. Okay.
There are Microphobia, they are always willing to help you. What you must say?
I mean, it's so sad. And we have to hand over to the drive. Odi and his team are ready. We'll continue this with some few, I'm sure, on Saturday. Let me go back to Studio 2 now. And Mami Fentu just say Kofi Asamoah of Kofi's media and so I wonder why he on one kasa ekra. Kofi mo akwaba. Kofi Bokode.
Oh yeah, Boko.
Where from this rich deep voice? I mean, I also want me.
Oh yeah, it's got 4 voice.
I see. You are into this movie business. You've listened to the veteran himself. I mean, he's explained his predicaments. Vice President has sent some sucker, but at the end, yes, sustainable. We wait for another 6 months, 5 years, and say we go another begging.
Yeah, it is rather unfortunate. And first of all, I'm happy that dear Mr. Samajete Fio has gotten help, the help that he needed. And I mean, one thing that I'd want to talk about, let me just start from the top. When his case came out after the interview, there were
no buy after interview, no.
Assembly buy no. Na in same people hona industry for ni into akaye and or yeah taxi driver na man Satan 300,000, that's 300 cedis and they are there na you see I am mama isa. Don't mama yem blame me say people's misfortunes on employers. We are see Obia is paid what they negotiate. Sa time na ya papa adwuma no menya sure say na osa na menya sure say sike bia sebe ya de man sa time no ya forso no ya de man no say ya nya careful a you kroma you hu very renowned entertainers and performers who have moved from Omuskapa no munehwe Osibisa Kiki Jan. Yafa Kiki Jan the exam. So Kiki Jan ankasa ma out and bekan chere how he had money and the odini sika year of fly to Monaco with a man near the private jets near there. And rank ye because music scanning. So no ankasa man bekan how will you soon sika. Now some the buy and Ghana for because the music in pay in music. You see financial management. Yanka send to obia. But people must be held responsible for their actions. There are two you have a pay bet me out to your TA studio your chances a bit to me out to higher because yes we have a lot of years to lose everything we have. And we ask no bet me service ka yare bakope bet me scatter everything you've worked for. Abayaman ye bakope bet me scatter everything you've worked for. It is not Debia na Ebekasana in the entire year even uko Hollywood. There are millionaire celebrity musicians, actors. Nicolas Cage munina sende or muniska 50 Cent one be declare bankruptcy. Omotosu. Into say obi go through process B and stage B sabe several other actors almost so time na ya papa JT feel also no money never ho but they may not be in similar situations. Bibia to me ebia or yeah or to tune sika ye but ebia ya re bia na bibi ne sie na ama na basa nya se edwuma o ye ni nti na basa alphas ye were teacher for who are living in worse conditions than he is. You were teacher for there are teachers, nurses, government workers or more ye edwuma 30 years bi mu chroma time 30 years 40 years omuni baby da ebi kura enyi de ombedi any ade. But because they are not popular, yanka wansem. Those people there, yanka say na yentua, but say actor na musician be hochire kakra bi na industry ni ntua, in the industry ni say people must be held responsible for how they manage their finances. Obi nya actor nso still here no. Obi nya musician when you are a veteran soldier ana bibi here no. Ewo ho businessman bibia betumi esi intenye bibia na debia na asem biba and you see a veteran way and our na industry no hwe no and oyare ye gi donation mo bia yes industry ni ntuaka. But meanwhile people are paid what they always negotiate. So bu ye adwuma bi tuaka na ya me wo friends me ye adwuma magi say unya okay me call baby o asem bi
Kofi can't we learn from the past? Still, any pension scheme, pension fund. Now, offensive from the inquiry. I mean, what for how long will this
donation? The first thing I say, if he has this at heart and the power or one, they can be able to initiate some discussion. your problem pa ewo enye ye industry nko ewo krom ha pension schemes pension trusts any idea yewo okọ America even Hollywood California I mean Hollywood omo sa is it I think it's Cougar. They look at situations no much say emrama mu say enkwala act here parent in a disca no the parent in a disca akwala ni be di e bia 21 22 30 ehia no. So they said no, there should be policies that will restrict how parents even spend monies that are earned by children. Because is it Cougar? Maybe feeding Cougar also. Now, I don't know those times. Not 1930 so. As a 4-year-old child was making $500,000 1930s in a year.
Kofi, just a Saturday, you're being come money because I can't for panel members.
401k trust the employers no contribute to, the employee also contributes to. And you say, oh yeah, Juma, over active for mama mia. So fund no, meet you 1,000 CDs, as 1,000 CDs no. Oh they 100 CDs back to me, meet you 1,000 CDs no. Me the 10 CDs because akotuma ma eno ya wo dia untumi fa nsan kan
after me first template na replicate wo ha
nti yen policies ye pese sa enwome ye sisi no ejaya enye actors na yin kwa enye sa obi ti ba bi na onye actor onye actor ba no ho kire na be ye ne ya se ba omia menya popular nti ebi kwa omo de latest
kra metrobi
ebi kwa omo de latest
to the omamwa no
yes ebi kwa ebi omo try latest proposals akọ president office vice president officer omo nyamwa bia we need policies ebetumi ama pension trust policies ebetumi ama sa anuma we intensive.
His name is Kofi Asamoah Oshwena or Bribeka. I mean, and he's passionate about it. If you are Saturday, we should raise this matter and look at it very well. Tilly, why?
Waka one major part. Another part, they say, yeah, talent for no. We in the entertainment industry, no. We look down or we don't take the corporatism of Ejuma any serious.
I see anything.
Oh, corporatism say yes.
Brofo be and I will patch then.
In fact, yeah, we are pointing me kangum.
Okay, can I go the
corporate part of Ejuma as creatives, they are funny serious. Because because talent to be mostly musicians, actors, no, because often say about passion, you know. They forget that at a point they will never be able to do it. Until how about taking insurance serious, paying your taxes, because send your corporate world. Our corporate world onye do was enimenimu ya say I mean onye sika enimenimu ya say na bia actor binya ne sika fufu right now no, but at least otia ne snit otia ne tax. Until you say at the end of the day, no, so other home pa, ne snakes can crave out you, no, a bit to take care of him. But ye talents, ye creative entertainers, no, because ye feel it, oh, ye then a passion, and your door, ye sound so person or because I am paying you to the bank. The beer we want our money up front, no paper trail. There's no way we are paying anything. It's yeah, then we don't take the corporate part serious. And now most of the times it comes back to bite us. Now the vice president, thank him for helping the man, but to me it was unnecessary. Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was unnecessary. Let me explain. I beg you. Yes, when we see one. There is a bigger problem, which is the system. A man of his caliber has enough power to call FIPA, call Actors Guild, and ask, what is the problem? Why is there a big actor like this that we know or we all grew to love having a problem like this? Then you can assign the AG to this or somebody to this, that you know what, if it is a structure we have to put in place to make sure that this thing doesn't happen again, then we'll find a way of solving it, because you know what, he really just worsened the case. He didn't solve it because now there is another person that will also come up saying that but then the vice president of Ghana, you have the power to sit down with these unions, institutions, and ask them that
Silly, many
what can
of
be
those
done.
unions are in court fighting over leadership. By the time the
No,
vice
but it
president will
doesn't
finish
take away
calling
what
them,
I'm
some are
saying.
just a few.
Yeah, but it doesn't take away what I'm saying.
And now I
Because
am
right now, as you said, there are also people who will come up and they are pained. So I just take your opinion now. However, if an AG is assigned to a case that what structures do we need to make sure that this thing is solved? Trust me, it will cut down the thing drastically. Because are we saying that moving forward, any actor or any veteran actor say no watching be donation manana? And would that stop? No, the situation will never stop because you know what? Those that are legends, it will come up. It will come up if the system is not solved or if the right thing is not put in place to solve the situation. It will only get worse. I'm telling you, every year upon year we will have to donate.
Her name is Tilly. Ekianepa. Was he honest?
Yes, boss.
Patrol till 9.1.
Yeah, we born it too. Halifax.
Yeah.
The kind mama na emphasize the PCA. As the mu odru pa na former vice president said what to me ako His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Baby bia papa wo bia Alaji Dagodia Mungo defa na papa
I mean
aside to appreciation we are yeah did that Vice President
aside
from mama call in Achimota Sir Alifa ye asada ye de ma ewura
any aside to no Murphy your mama dey me for receive for canvas
ye sir asida no editing nchen a e da na se ene moa any other institutions are almost so person call papa no moa any individuals no ye da mu na si wi a Aisha Modi baby bi obi a matese on so so or support sir ye sir money na the free hon ma bosumi mu no enye samajete nko na ya tese ne ho akere no me hu se obi so kohwe ho ono so ekoya na chese kohwe so ne tibia the situation and so aye ko and so cried chese ne de kwa dem say west kwa chain eye samajete edia na tina mi bisa se ye be kon sa de a na de mi hu ne se enche bia no bia office of the vice president and office of the president no ye bibie bia individual support relief fund bi na obi a ho kire no a ye na yakotapu into that anointing na ye dia solve ye ho na ye no sa to aso a the future of the creative industry no ya ahi fa na ye de ko because then hu nyampo so obi be encouraging the bampo say sebi obey musician and obey movie producer and obey movie actor because an industry sebi after enipa yesusa ye hu am TV so a na ye ni age ye hu am TV so and these persons were big role models na yantumi am build systems and structures be am fan to almost stipends never sikabi betuma jeje tutu baby kakaka
so yen to me and build this yen wine is yen no
I'm talking about residual royalties sika esanke tumi yesenia eyi wo out say 5.4 omo chiche sika 30,000 no mu ye 40,000 ye betuma tete kakaka for pension yen tumi ankete system no fan to ema enaya yetie ade ababe hia yen a say ye yare da home na onum de ya ade ye wo wiase ne say wo ye popular na wo nam wo ye popular na wo nam ne ye bo so nkrofo kra epo no take photo shoot na baby a wo nam kwa wo kap wo kotokom wo ni 20 Ghana kra wo de to aduanedi is one the meaning part of every human being's life say we are popular Halifax upon all radio we nanka be wi no mano da sumina so sabe facha na wonam na sabe o wonna sabe 10 Ghana crown fan coffee nemum within the public space no obi animu Hey,
are many of us not like that in reality?
Yes, and that is baby. That is where the situation baby asamono abebedu sabria esese resolve. And into me I said it when I saw it. The first question may be saying, we have 24 months for the MPP to end office. I got almost 24 months, 2 years, then 4 years now. So I'm saying that I'm calling upon Dr. Awal. Baby will be sad two things. The Creative Art Fund must be established now. The movie film act fund, the fund must also be established now. Say 50,000 when individuals but to contribute to, because the fund now it is what will prepare the creative art industry so that if there's money in the fund, donor agencies can support. We want to make money and support our own livelihood.
Okay, wow.
The creative art industry want you perceive a building fast. I bet me abo ne any dachi solution in there Halifax. So assembly there you want normal gift say be vice president this will be another funu wakwacha but you system there ebetumi ama institutional ebetuma institutionalize no na man nko ate say sabi o sa obeye sinetwani ana sa obeye musician nyumtuni a sabi wa wie ye ne say na nka metie kwese na metie after all me years see na mu a medi musicians achi na David Halifax obetia ne say yesi kwese na dadam na sabi o ye ba piece of abadidi wanga city at hospital everybody yankopon. If this is my destiny, may God help me.
Never again.
I'm telling you, say my destiny na ready yankopon mwame because I is so frustrating. And yes, I see it to me baby because we need to. And I don't know how passionate anybody can be on this matter. And I'm telling you that Halifax is a matter of concern. A matter of concern. A matter of concern. I'm urging the Attorney General of Ghana. Menu Kase for almost about 1 year. Gamro, go to the office there. Not a single royalty has been paid to any creative person right on in this town. Not one money. Almost 1 year. Nothing. As I say, you to me creative system no. Near body system near you must support to creative art industry. We need the art fund. Industries, donor agencies can now pay money in and support the livelihood of the creative art industry. We can't go on the rims of begging. We can't go on the journey of Obia, yes, near the way near Susuna Beta Kwan. We can't go on the journey of begging. We need to change from that course. Today, let us end this caca. We need to end this cacas now. This nonsense must stop.
Finally, we see form. I can't buy because my partner tries to see form or see Davy. I love Adenta. Obinasi. Impacho. Yemre and see Bremetina and Kawai.
The other panels know I make you very good submissions. It makes my work very easy this afternoon. But first of all, I may end Vice President Ase. Now, Mr. Emmanuel Yako. Nimami Frim into Yamani Yako. I think that the gesture now on we show to Titino applaudable. Say to be boys and man say why are there because Kofi Kebi Obianity Ebia Dudwana Ebre but where and the Ninsaka, but it cannot always be this style, and so we keep adding our voices. Say, let us make sure say systems no juma na sa asimwe it doesn't occur day after day. Mesre Minister of Creatives, Mr. Awal ne Okwekumante said, Dr. Awal said they should do their best to make sure that the lives of the creative no matters to them. Thank you.
Thank you. I love Adenta before keeping it short. Clearly, you won't say, my people are so passionate about this matter. I think one of these days, let's just discuss this one.
Halifax, before I let go, let me make a passionate appeal to the producers of this show. It seems Tuesday for no, Saturday for no to be back every day time no more. na enso do yetimi nya
na we dey back room
dey bi o me ka asemo Saturday for no oh me ba me say me catch producers ne say any executive
yeah
producers
yeah na wa catch wrong
oh dey bi me say me kana mu nya mutie say Saturday for no omutu me nya time
masa won't me for dia in kind time in kind sam you join no gina ya ebo yempon why
sapi me say
mega sapi
dia ebeka na ya ka no yebema vice president yako na yada na so say wetumi reach out to Ajete Mr. Ajete na emom dia tili kan ye dia doctor ns kan ye no eno no because ababa ye say aye vicious cycle. We've seen legendary sir Woma create ama country way a lot every country needing ye to kwan near dia day, but at the end of the day no ubehu ne tibie mu no na enye encourage na enye akono because omo asese no oma gidin na asese no omo ye adwuma no enchenche wo nafe omo time betwam eye nkola na ewe echi na say ejinimba no ene beba be yes adwuma we ede atoa so if we do not set up a system that is going to benefit these children ebe to say ebi asebio ukwakoye adwuma no kra say that doctor kai o ma me kra be ka cho so ukwakoye na odachi bi no ubenyin a wa besresre sika na and that is not what we want because elsewhere in other countries you who say obi to me the sini ba ko ana say nyom ba ko wo de be didi ni nkwan na ni na but ahanum say na ntisa enti me trinity awa na meka say eye doctor awa any womo ye in charge of the creative arts industry no womo nhye no mo toto niema ye na em benefit eye creatives a omo wagana.
Yeah, that's it. And thanks so much for making my work easy. Yeah, boy. You are not like Papa, no. Me the mics are even off. Silly. The Papa brand new when you're doing. I mean, Pastor will see the help to some Ajete few, no. It wasn't really necessary, no. Anyway, let me just go. So, Abena Kisiwa Ohinijan. First things first. The pension policy can begin proceedings after the little support. Nana Konodo comes again and says Tilly should be featured in Black Sheriff's second sermon. Hey, Kasani, boy. Edmund Kwame Okreko, but come to think of it too, the opportunity advert he did where he castigated someone for not planning and saving for his pension was not reflecting his own life after all. I think we must learn something from it. Opportunity. Well, that is from Edmund Kwame Okreku. So, Kasa, Max says, please, there's a ministry for them. So, why do you want the vice president call them and blah, blah? Okay, I get it. 36 months, of course. I mean, I'll see 24. Where you campaign here, no free. That I've been case why saying, Ohina says, Christianus, I know 36, not 24. Fee Benji, the vice president donating to this cause can be cool and backdoor, but rather speak and enforce the leaders to infuse better policies for all. It is sad. Yao Boats in creative industry, then systems and policies. You guys don't learn. You want Range Rover, big mansions without investment for future. Sir, okay. They always want big things for free. Linda entry, please tell the lady over there to mind the way she speaks. Cause every gift is necessary. Why? Well, that is from Linda entry. David Ankwa, just end the show. Yeah, of course. I just want to end the show. And I question Jim Mike Afna Nevins. Sorry. What policies does Kofi Asamoah want again? If a market woman at Osama Saman Market subscribes to SNIT, why can't the entertainment people have their own pension arrangements? You guys just want to enjoy your cake and still want to have your ergs. Emmanuel, Katie. No, Nyabotre. I mean, you can disagree, but don't go too negative. Salm Abdullahi. Tilly needs to apologize for saying that the help was unnecessary. Well, she always explaining here was so we need something more sustainable. And paying for Madam was Kofi Asamoah from Kofest Media, Tilly from all One Play Africa, Kwesi Ernest from Excel Media. Media Excel. I think I need to talk about his Eugene. That been crying. I been back home. You Ghana GMA UK YSM. Let's say next week, Saturday. Okay. And then the man who loves Adenta. Obeya, I love Adenta. No BRC. If you love us, there be DMP. His name is Obi Nets. And of course, our beautiful lady from Bright TV and MSCR. Yeah, boy. Production headed by Eugene Safon Kansa, Salamat Kulkwa Pencil, Sammy K, and all our social media was coordinated by Pretty Joyce and Peter Square. My name is Halifax Ansado. I sat in for Kwesi Aboaji. May God bless you for listening. I'm out of here.